like I really don't belong. I can't explain it. When I close my eyes, I see a strange reality. Am I dreaming? Or on the edge of remembering? You wake up feeling like you really don't belong. You can't explain it, but when you close your eyes you see familiarity. Are you dreaming? Or on the edge of remembering? Who will you be tomorrow? And what are you today? Hello there, darlings. Okay. It is Monday. It is a rainy Monday. I'm enjoying it. It's cooled down a bit. The rain is helping push some of the pollen below nose level. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do a different technique for the first time. We're going to work flat and then put it together on the mold. So this is going to be tricky. Although this is all nice like this, I'm going to have to pull it apart and pile it back together. Although, actually, no, this can be the base and the rest will be cross-hatched on top. That will make this a lot sturdier, but I do need some thinner areas, not too close to the bottom, to let the lights through, because, it's a lamp. Now I'll open these up better later. Okay. Now I really like this yellow. I can't remember what the actual color is in terms of what they sold it as. All I know is I got a big pile of it, a couple ounces at least. So it's very, very dense. My goodness. Yeah. Oops. Stay. Now, one way I could do this would be to just have all white on the background color, and then just use the colored merino over the top of that to paint the picture. But I like to get, because we're using the light behind it, I like to get the depth of color shining through and the textures of the walls and rivers. This stuff is just, it's like ostrich feathers. That's it. That's like an ostrich feather. The tips. Like I need a sip of my tea. Keep making it and forgetting about it. That's one way to cut back on caffeine. Mm. Mm. silk. It does not like to felt on its own, so you have to kind of embed it. Oh, I wish I had some pink viscose. That would look so cool. But I do have green. Let's finish this part here. Sorry, talking to myself. I don't think there's anybody here right now. has silk too. Do we want more silk or just viscose? Now that could be pretty wild. Okay. Oh, I think I accidentally, yep, I did put the wool in here too. Come back. Whoa, thank you. I guess it really needs to be light. Light touch, light fiber. I think But does it stand up and evaluate the color and the squashiness? Technical term, squashiness. So far, so good. And now, we'll see. Isn't that gorgeous? Just pull apart a bit. There we go. That should do it. Probably should have laid this down before I put all the grass on. It's a surprisingly long staple for a plant. Stay there. I want that to be a bit gnarly. Yes. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work. Give you a shot. I'm going to go get some warmer water to add to this bowl. Just what enough to move it into position. What? I guess we should make sure. right. I'm gonna hit it with the one. Oh, I just made a mess in my glasses. Okay. Too much air up in there. Not enough over yet. Okay. More water. This air bubbles here. Saturated. Trying to get it in the lap. And here we can see what did not get wet. So we're working on the back of this, or what will be the inside of the vessel, so we don't disturb the viscose in the front or the silk. Look at how it's doing. And this is why I work on a thick towel. squeaky rolling pin. I moved some wool. Bring that to me. Wait, we bubble and bubble not? No, okay. This is the smooth side. Oops. Hello out there in TV land. Everything is slipping and sledding right now. Move all that. Yes, thank you. Okay. That's very wet. I need to unwet that a little. Yeah, well, you're telling me. Good morning. Aloha. Well, not morning for me, but it still is for you. So the lantern I made yesterday, lantern, I don't like the way it came out because I blew the seam. I mean, it all works, but the wrong color was on the seam. So we're going to do a different way today. My first time molding it around this and making the seam happen on that so I can see it completely. We need to get some of the water out. I'm pulling some of the wool. I've got all different colors. So we have a little rain. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms come in. I'm looking forward to that. Where'd you come from? Oh, well, we're looking at the inside of the work. So, oh, more. Messing up my perfect finish. Okay, so my idea was, okay, that's going to be the bottom. Okay, so this is way overkill, but I don't want to lose the tree. Come here. Ooh, very wet. So let's pick a little of that up. Oh, you going through another dry spell? All right, I need to cut some of this off. But how much? I want that side. That's supposed to be the excess side. Deary me, deary me. Well, I'm glad we're getting just enough rain so I didn't have to hand water anything today or tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, my friend needs some help with her computer. Working with documents, nothing wrong with the computer. So it's not a repair, it's just to teach. I like her, so I don't mind helping with anything. It's actually, she's my best friend in the building. I love, well, I guess love is putting it a little too strongly, but I like a few people here to a high degree. Others are lovely people. I just keep them at acquaintance. And this is one I would call a friend. I think that was a good idea. Even though some of this dark wool migrated where I don't really want it. Boy, these are really long. I keep wanting to call them threads, but they're hairs. So tomorrow we're supposed to have a thunderstorm, and I don't want my friend driving, oops, sorry, in crappy weather, but she offered to go to the farm, which is something I've been jumping out of my skin to do. But not if it's going to be, you know, a crummy day for driving. I'll have to look. Actually, we got lucky. The one I most want to go to in the end is actually the closest one. So, who knows? Let's see. All right. We're going to give this some more felting. Because I'm going to have to cut a piece off. And then do the extra directly on this. So this is my first time doing it this way. And I've seen people work around like balloons, and I did work around a brick of styrofoam to make that purse. And that did come out good. But It's hard to work with. So this is round, and I'm hoping it'll prove to be a lot easier. Okay, so we're not going to need this, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me. Huh. I can finish building that and turn it into a bookmark or something. Right this minute. Right, so, oh yeah, I have to reverse it. And we're not going to need all that in the bottom either. Yeah, I think that's pretty bad. All right. Here's hoping this 8-sided jar. Wow. Okay, we do have a bit of overlap, but that's conveniently at the back because we're going to probably want the light to face forward so that the tree is silhouetted in the sunrise colors. But this is the important part right here. It's how you handle the seam. The seam seems to be working in very nicely. But this is going to be the tricky part. Now, I don't want this going inward because the jar is has a lip, and I don't want it getting stuck on the lip. Squash. Okay. Ooh, don't do that. Yeah, go over there and dry. Ew, going garbage. And, ew. let's just fold you in for the moment so I can work on the bottom. There's a lot of felt and a lot of water, so let's get some of this out. So what's for breakfast today, Maui? Uh-oh. Well, speak up if a weird smell starts coming out of there. She was extremely manic, having loud conversations with herself, so she may have gone off the deep end, if you know what I mean. I was going to say, do you have an office manager on the property yet? Or is it still like... Now, is this Mrs. Kravitz or the one that's like over the edge? Yeah, that's not normal for her. People, when they're getting ready to, you know, can go through a very manic, excitable stage before that. That's the stage when they should be evaluated and medicated, but often aren't. Oh, by the way, I found out that even if a building changes its status to remove the disability thing, it doesn't remove it from the federal fair housing laws. And some of the things come under civil rights, like sanitation being properly maintained. Yeah, that's not good if you can't say something. See, people here are afraid of repercussions of speaking up. And I keep saying, if we open up a case, we're automatically protected from anything for 6 months. They can't evict, they can't do anything for 6 months because it's going to be seen as retaliation from the management. Oh, okay. Surprised Miss Kravitz hasn't been banging on our door to see if she's alive. Or does she only visit men? I like that color shade. Yep, I think I'll wash it, shrink it. We'll use some of that in cutting out for other things. Meantime, I guess this is, it still feels too squashy to be felted. This was a good tomato sauce, but way overpriced. So I'm glad I got to try it, and I have a jar out of it that I can use in art, but I will not be buying it again. Well, some of that brown just got mixed in. Oh well. Oh, good, a raindrop. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm hearing rain on the roof or the air conditioning. Oh, that worked really well. Can't see it at all. Nice. And oh yeah, it's a rainy Monday. This is not felted. I learned another trick. Let me think. Get my hand stuck in the jar. It's possible. I think our manager is hoping to sell this building because they make so much money just managing other buildings. Now, this is the best use of AI I've ever had, personally. Asking AI how to cope with something that the manager intends to do to this building. I got more information than I dreamed possible. Like, I didn't know what to expect. All I knew it was going to suggest that we form our own committee and take out our own trash and taking turns or something, but it was like, oh no, this is not your responsibility. Responsibility is to the building owner. So I have a call in with one department in the city. I'd like to get a witness to attend to the meeting with us. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to call another department, see if we can get someone out here for that hour. And it turns out the whole trick is to basically bullshit your attendants into believing something and then getting them to commit to an alternative other than taking care of the problem properly. Once you have said, okay, we'll try it, they have it on record that you agreed to it and it's over. But they want you to lose your amenities as basic as sanitation. They got a fight on their hands. Like for the number of apartments, we have to have 2 elevators minimum. But one year, my first year here, that one of the 2 elevators was out of commission for 47 weeks, almost a year. Now, I think that what happened was people were too scared to complain in a meaningful way, like registering a complaint about it, because the fire department would not, they don't want anything out of order like that, because it's a matter of life and death. Now, I've only been here a few years, so people have been here much longer been telling me how things were. Like every apartment had garbage disposals. They got tired of dealing with them, so they took them all out. They used to have lights above, like emergency lights over the door, like you see in a hospital. So in case of an emergency, they could hit that button so somebody might see it. That's gone. There were a couple other things they told me that they, once the owner, the real owner, who's in his 90s, once he had to step back from managing the building himself, his son took over. And his son works with this other management person, and they just do everything they can to avoid doing anything. Yep. 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 Exactly. Now, see, they assume our ignorance. They assume that we're too scattered. They're afraid of us gathering. If they weren't, I would have already gotten permission to give that class. Now, I don't actually need permission to give a class. I can do anything I want. All I've got to do is say, I'm using the community center community room on this day at this time. That's it. If they're worried, I can give them a $50 deposit, which I get back when nothing's been done bad to the room, you know. So I can do it. But I wanted to put up, a flyer and a sign-up sheet. If anybody's curious, see how many people I'm looking at in terms of teaching a class. So they know I'm organized because I ran a class here in positivity for 3.5 years, my first 3.5 years here. So they should expect some pushback. When the manager said she was going to turn to the community for solutions, she wants solutions. I said, I am solution oriented, just like you. I'll look into it. Who knew that was going to open up a can of worms? It's going to spell, they're going to have to shell out the money and replace the trash compactor because of this 101 apartment unit. They can't just ignore it. And they can't force people to bring trash down 6 floors in elevators. They already don't like those door ban. I don't know if I'm understanding that. Am I not saying? Oh, I'm trying to read it. Part of your, yeah. My glasses are filthy. I wiped them with the wrong towel, and I can't see through these at all. I have to go wash them in the kitchen. Make another line because that stupid heart chat thing, it blocks out some of your words. So I can see part of they already don't like those store ban the portas. Don't understand you, sweetie. Looks kind of cool on the bottom. But darn. I guess I'm gonna have to cut this whole collar off. Well, that gives me a nice chunk of felt and pre-felt. Okay. Oh yes. When we stop buying from stores because of politics. Yeah, they don't like that, but I dumped Amazon, I dumped Twitch. That's why I'm here. But now I'm angry with Google and YouTube because Google is in the billionaire club of Peter Thiel. That's basically the most evil club on the planet. Spielberg is in it. Of course, Bezos is in it. It's like all the big richest assholes who own the most, they have the most power. Looks like just 6 people have more wealth than 3/4 of the rest of the world. It's sickening. Greetings, darling. How goes you today? Well, it looks like I could have sung to you yesterday after all, but I won't miss today. Yes, and were you extra hungry or what? How'd you go? What was your modest dinner? A Burger King. Expensive junk food. Today. So my glasses are dirty, and you guys don't Tesla that pissed them. Oh yeah, we got rid of that too. Now we just got to get rid of SpaceX. Hey, I actually like Burger King now and then. I very rarely eat out like that anymore because it's very expensive for very little. But I love the occasional grilled burger with bacon. So we all have our days. All right, so this is not felting as it needs to felt. We got to get that worked in there. I saw a couple of AI artistic fashion music videos, just fabulous. And I relate personally to the one I sent to Maui. I saw another one today by the same artist. What a voice she's got. So it's an original singer, songwriter, musician, but they're working with original fashion and lighting and props and AI to create some fabulous, surreal motion. I'll have to send it to you, Charlie. It's worth watching. We Are the Night. It's just beautiful. Very artsy. But I really like the music. So when I watch it, I have the closed captions on so I get all the words. It's a piece of art. I like those 2 videos so much, I actually subscribed to the channel. I'm healing the edges here, making them felt up. I've got to go below that. There we go. Yes, we are. But I used a different method this time. I laid out the whole thing like a sheet and then wrapped it around the glass, which I've never done. So it's definitely different. The one I finished yesterday, one of the seams wasn't right. I mean, it's a strong lamp. It's just not, the colors aren't where they belong. So one side's nice and the other side is like, oh, you screwed up. So because I really liked the idea and I love these colors, I decided to have at it a second time. This time here's the seam. The bottom is folded like a gift wrap and starting to become one. This felted down here really well, but this was a little picayune. But anything that doesn't suit me after it's dry, I can always needle felt it into place, or, you know. But I like this jar because it's 8-sided. I just want it to be exactly as close to as exactly as like the jar as possible. I want my sharp edges because I managed to get them on another one that was a little bit thinner and held in place with the spray starch. It looks pretty cool, but might end up like, it looks cool if you cut rid of all the ragged edges. Something that with the straight edges, it doesn't look good to have too much raggediness to it, I guess. I'm gonna get the excess water. So yeah, it's been a busy day talking to people. I went down to the exercise class and because I needed to speak to some of the people in the exercise class and the crochet class after that. So I wasn't obvious because I joined the class, you know. That sound like the rain or the air conditioner? Must be the air conditioner. Okay. I'm gonna go wash my glasses so I can see you guys. Be right back. I'm running out of eyeglass cleaners. It's not great, but it's better than it was. Will there be something from YouTube? Oh, no. Hold on. One person texted me, but at the same time she was texting me, another person was in person writing down the information that she texted. So it's like, yes, I got it. Oh. Many years overdue. Okay. Getting people to not be afraid of standing up for their rights is one of the biggest problems we have in this country right now. It's as if we do not have the right that we baked into things. Like, you have the right not to live in an apartment full of bugs. You have the right to have some quiet hours so you can sleep in your apartment. I mean, there's noise ordinances and there's bug ordinances and there's all kinds of laws. So if you're just asking for those laws to be upheld, you've got no reason to be afraid. But there's always that threat. Now, in the old days, it was a serious threat. I saw what they did to my father. And my father was just trying to help a woman whose toilet fell through her bathroom floor and was hanging in her kitchen. The owner was a very well-known slumlord, but there were no state laws to protect the people. So it just happened that my father, being a civil rights activist, was completely freaked out, and he was sure it was racism because the woman whose toilet went through her floor was black, and my father, whiter than snow, hates racism or hated racism. So he jumped in and he started a tenant union, a tenants organization. And that's when we discovered that it's really hard to get people to stand up for their own safety and well-being because they're afraid of what the landlord will do. So now there's rules that once you open a case, if anything should happen to you within the next 6 months after you open it, the landlord already loses because it's seen as harassment, and they're trying to punish people for standing up for their rights. All right, enjoy that smoky good flavor. Makes me feel like having one, but I don't have anything from making a burger unless I make a black bean burger. Although beans do sound good on a day like today. It's a drizzly, icky kind of, well, I like it because it's overcast. It means I was able to take my curtain down finally so I can watch the rain, because I have to keep it up most of the time for, well, sun. Okay, so this is as done as I can make it for now. It's got to dry a bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then we're going to slide it off, wash it, give it its little vinegar rinse to set it, and then we're going to stretch it again. No, I did not see that. How freaking insane is that? What's it, to protect this peeling paint from being stolen? Schmuck. No, I didn't see that. I did see Israel murder some more people, journalists, cameraman, guy they murdered. They targeted him because he objected to his brother being murdered. This shit's got to stop. The problem is that nobody wants to let go of their belief systems to let other people just live. And as long as people keep saying, we're going to get even, or we're going to drive you into the sea, or we're going to kill you, every last one of you, just for being your religion, there will never be a peace. There just can't be. You get one side to say, okay, we'll cease fire, and the other side says, okay, now we've got an opportunity to wipe you out. So, I mean, I don't see how they can have any good faith anything. TMR? What is that, honey? I will sing you to sleep. Go and eat. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. I'll be back tomorrow, definitely in the afternoon. Maybe with some wool that I just bought. Sleep well and eat well and enjoy it to the fullest. He said being by the far lefties. Yeah, right. That's why he arrested an Olympian. I guess those Olympians are now far lefties. He created a swamp. It cost us millions of dollars in tax money. God, we're going to be rejoicing when that man drops dead. Yes, I'll be back with more wool potentially. There's a farm not far away that I'm going to go see if the weather holds. So yay! So what do we have left? Oh, this is yesterday's. I put a candle in it, and the colors are lovely when it lights up, definitely. But I don't like the way I had too much of this and too much of that, and then the seam did not match. Blended beautifully, and it felted beautifully, and no. So it's going to become a giveaway item for the next bingo game. The dollar store has these 2 or 3 to a pack, so it's like I can give away I can give it away or I can throw it away. Okay, you still work? Yes. Unfortunately, it's too bright for you to see. Woo. Okay, so this squashy light goes out on the table next Monday, a week from today. Yeah, gotta put somewhere. Okay, so this is what I've got left over from that 2 projects. This I used to anchor this viscose, even though it's much darker. Oh yeah, but without their Mr. Charisma. Yeah. He just got caught with his three-point plan to take over the elections this November to make sure that his people win. So lawmakers have already jumped in to prevent that. I guess they weren't expecting that to leak, except that the entire administration is full of so many incompetence. Leaking is kind of a regular thing. I hear that he won't let the Kennedy Center take down the tarp that hides the fact that his name was removed. He is a vain one. Some people are so stupid, you really wonder how they breathe with their mouth closed. And it's true, when he's dead, he'll still have the dumb followers who will still be espousing what he said, but there won't be anybody to lead them because they're lost without a leader. And we let them get away with it because they've got the majority right now. But how is it that his people get to testify without having to swear an oath to honesty? You know, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They don't do it. They've skipped that part now. Like, how do they get away with that? Well, I don't want to be caught swearing them to lie because I'm going to lie, and you know, so you know I'm really going to lie because I won't swear. How does anybody not find that highly suspicious? I don't trust him. Why would he lie? It reminds me of John Lovitz playing the devil on Saturday Night Live. Why would I lie? And the eyes go back and forth, you know, I mean, it's just, it'd be laughable if it wasn't so destructive to America, harmful to Americans. So you have a dry day out there, huh? Did you already water? Oh, good. I've seen that in Times Square. I love our little troublemakers getting into good trouble. No matter what they say or do, we're not going to let them get away with this. Apparently there was another live hearing today. Survivors speaking up in front of Congress. I did not watch it. I had enough on my plate today with local events and concerns. I mean, I should put the dark on the bottom right. Slots. Cool looking stuff. This is such a long staple. It's funny. That was a good movie. Mad, 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 mad world. It's been like an oven outside. Oh, not good. It's easy to get dehydrated and not realize it. That's what makes it so dangerous. I have to be very careful with that. Aside from the medicine dehydrating me quickly, there are times I'm like a camel. It feels like I just go and go. And part of me is going, drink some water, drink some water. It's like, yeah, in a little bit, I'll really fill up kind of a thing. It's like, we can't do that. Body can't absorb it that fast. We had a few really bad days heat-wise, but then toned down a little bit. What is it today? I think it got down to the 60s today. Yeah, it's 68 degrees. That's a relief. The way the air conditioner goes on and off. It's going to go down to 65 degrees tonight. And then tomorrow go up to the 70s, low 70s. Yeah, it looks like I might not be able to go out tomorrow. A lot of rain is expected, potential thunderstorms. I can't ask my friend to do that. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? I accidentally closed my window. That movie, it's a mad, 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 mad world with Phil Silvers and Ethel Merman, and it is just a star-studded comedy. but it's slapstick. You have to watch it because so much of it is just action. And, like when the guy kicks the bucket, Jimmy Durante, he literally does kick a bucket. It appears out of nowhere in the desert. New bugs. Climate change, little suckers, huh? Are you identifying them as they're coming up? Because that's kind of scary, given that you're on an island. And they're pretty good with inspecting incoming plants and things because they know what can happen very quickly. Now we have a problem with the pink lantern fly. Well, that's an ugly bug. I mean, when its wings are open, the wings are beautiful, but it's a bad, bad pest right now. Everywhere I've lived, we've gone through that with one bug or another getting out of hand. Down south, I remember the year of the locusts. Grasshoppers. We had a year of, oh my God, disgusting. My whole herb bed was flooded. It was devastated with those suckers. And then suddenly, because we don't spray or anything like that, suddenly they started disappearing. And then we saw the biggest praying mantis we ever saw in our lives. It was so big, it was the kind of thing like, oh my God, I could put a leash on it. It was that scary. I'm going to say it was between 9 and 11 inches long. Thing was huge. And it was perched on Glenn's workout, his weight bench on our deck. And it's like, what the hell? Is this real? And then it turned and looked at me and made me scared. Yeah, good idea. You need to know what you've got, whether it's new to your side of the island or new to the islands altogether. Now, you've got a great agricultural department. They should be able to identify everything for you. Because they're always on the lookout for pests. That's kind of pretty that way. Do I want to add anything else? No. Maybe a little purple across the top. Just a little. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let me take a look. Well, the only way to know for sure is the water test. Is that the game over thing? Aha. Well, that did not get wet. Get wet. Sounds so rude. It's so dark out right now. It's confusing about what time it really is. Game over, that's it. That's right next to it or something, right? Everywhere I've lived, it's had its problems. Like I said, North Carolina, we had the grasshopper plague. But then we had an abundance of very well-fed praying mantises. They kind of took care of that problem in one season. They are voracious eaters. You know, when you think of all those movies, sci-fi movies, where they make certain things gigantic to make them extra scary, honestly, the scariest one they could do was praying mantis. The way it looks at you, like, who are you? But it doesn't even do the nod. It just robotically turns its head and stares at you. And you go, gulp. Now we're talking. bookmarkers. When people take them, they don't bring them back. I want to pick up some excess. It's already pretty wet. All right, what should I make for my dinner slash, well, I guess it's dinner. You know what happens? You get too hungry, everything sounds good. Then you go and you just do whatever is fastest. All right, so now we're going to really abuse it. This will squeeze all the extra water out and make this felt really quickly. pancake. Sounds good. I made myself some pancakes the other day. Into one bowl went 1 cup of potato flakes, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, some seasonings, and I had the last of my shrimp. I cut them and to chunks and put that in. Oh yeah, and about a half a cup of Parmesan, grated Parmesan. Oh my goodness, they were good. Oh yeah, and chopped onion. It was creative last minute cooking, but it came out really good. Uh-oh. I just missed a call? How could I not hear it? Oh shit. Okay. I have the sound off because I'm here. I have to go back and take that call. It's about the people here who need the help. So I'm going to go and I will see you tomorrow afternoon.